you know, in 5th grade, the scores are 12-5, and it's usually because of a layup, and it's usually because of a steal to a layup. So what we do in my 5th grade, this is how we start off our practices, is I'll show one of these guys the ball, and they got to rip it from me. And as soon as I show this guy the ball, he's on the right side, and he rips it for me, King's going to go underneath me, go, and it's one-on-one, and all King has to do is force him left. That's all he's got to do. All we say is stay in front of the guy and force him left. And I'm telling you, in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, you're going to stop 10 points a game just with that right there. Because it's all turnovers from the best player in the top of the 2-3 zone, and you got to teach your guys. So if I'm here and I go here, he rips it from me, make the kid rip it, he's going, he forces him left. That's the first thing. Okay. I'm going to move quick through this thing to give you guys a bunch of drills. I'll send you these drills after. The first thing we do, guys, let's line up with a 3-man series, okay? Our 3-man weave series, okay? Kind of picked a little of this from Mike Montgomery, a couple other coaches. So if you're going to play fast, you only need 2 balls. If you're going to play fast, you got to get rid of all the foot violations, okay? If you're going to press, if you're going to try to run, if teams are going to press you and you want to continue to play fast, you got to have a couple skills in the bank here. So we start practice. This is a nice little warm-up. Let's do our regular series. Let's go once down. Good. Over the head passes. Over the head passes. Over the head passes. Okay, good. Now, kind of taking off what Vance just said, okay? The first guy's getting this pass right here. And what do we want him to do? We want him faking up there. We want him taking a taker, right? How Vance just said he had that taker. We want to get that taker over there. We want to start playing 4-on-4 now. And just like in his quarters, right? What do we want to do? We want to move this defense to the opposite side. So he's going to, and it's all, let's go again, this next group, and I'll tell you when to stop. Footwork, boom, catch it on the go, boom. And we're looking at to see, we start practice like this 3 days a week. Not often, but 3 days a week, okay? And what we're looking for is, if someone was to travel in that, if someone was to catch the ball and take that extra step, that whole group's going to go do 5 burpees. They're not dialed in yet, okay? We want that overhand pass because a lot of these guys can't make it. You watch these girls doing it, and it's a little tough for them. You got to practice that overhand pass, okay? Let's do it one more time. Good, ball fake up, cross, up. So many foot violations happen when people are playing fast and they catch it, and right when they catch it, they have the foot violation. The other thing we do is a lot of stuff we do when we have layups in this and we're warming up. What kind of layups did you see? Did anybody notice what kind of layups these guys are making? Reverse layups. So we want to go as many reverse layups as possible. As many left-hand layups as possible. Okay? Last group, go. Better pass. Okay, now when you come back down, let's go and set up a screen away. Exaggerate the setup. So now we'll just kind of slow down and they'll just start setting up their cuts. It doesn't matter what offense you guys have, what you run. Again, just a little warm up just to set up the cuts. One more group, go. Good. Okay, now, so you guys got those ones, okay? So now that's 2 parts of the series. Now the third part is hit the guy in the middle, reverse pivot, go. So now on this one, they'll hit the guy in the middle and he'll reverse pivot on balance, go ahead. And the reason why we work on this is the balance. I see a lot of, when you're playing fast, sometimes you catch that ball and the guy comes over and the guy reverse pivots And usually when the guy reverse pivots, he just starts dribbling. He's off balance because you don't practice that. You don't practice going like this, okay? So we practice that because that happens when we're pressing, that someone's a second late and we catch it and we look and we stay balanced. Go one more of those, you guys. Good. We'll go through those. That's now 3 of them. That's a series of 3, okay? Looking for foot violations. They should be talking a little more. It looks like they're a little nervous right now. It's okay. Then the 4th thing we'll do is as they're a little warm up, we'll call it touch and go. Old drill that I got from Cal. So this one gets a little bit interesting because the ball cannot hit the ground. The ball cannot hit the ground. 1 ball, guys, we'll go 2 groups. 1 ball. Put the other balls down. Jalen, you in the second group? Okay. So let's go. Off the backboard. Next group doesn't hit the ground. So right now they're at 2. We'll go 1 more. We don't go how many, this is not a timed one. Okay, stop. We don't time this one. We say 12 in a row. 12 in a row. So we don't time this one. So this is really working on that outlet, that front court, that pass, cross-court pass with the timing. It builds some chemistry because I got to know their personnel. Sometimes they have to kind of slow it down. They lead guys with the pass. You need to be able to lead guys with the pass if you're going to play fast, okay? So now that's 4 kind of warm-up drills for offense. Any question with those 4? Okay? Just a little series to get you guys going. I also do the first one with the ball fake and the pass away with my 4th grade and 5th grade class, my sons. I'll add in this too. I'll add in, boom, 1 dribble pass. So they kind of work on picking up that ball off of a dribble. That's for the little kids, for the little guys. These guys, we don't really want them dribbling in the backcourt. Okay, so now I'll show you a warm-up drill that we use for defense, okay? And it's only a 2-man warm-up drill. And so what I want is, I want Ray out there on this side and give me Jalen out here on this side. You 2 guys, Reardon guys right here. Okay. We call this a 2-man break, okay? We switch this part every day. This part could be different, okay? What do we need to work on? Do we need to work on guys taking charges? Do we need to work on guys coming out of the dead zone? I'll build on this, and I'll show you how you can kind of modify this for whatever defense that you run, okay? Folly, why don't you go down here? What we'll do is this. I'm going to pass here. Let's get to midline. It's going to come back. I'm going to pass here. Let's get to midline. You're talking, though, okay? I'm going to come here. Boom. He's going to take a charge. That's going to be today. That's what we're going to focus on today. I'm going to shoot. Let's go down the right side. Ball's in. You're on this side, King. Now stop. Stop. So this is what we're working on here. This is the meat and potatoes of this one, okay? We're working on Ray stunting on a missed shot, right? If this ball is in the outside quarter, like Vance said, because we break up, so we call it the volleyball lane. If this ball is in the outside quarter, we feel that 2 guys can stop a break by themselves. 2 guys. The key guy is Ray. And what Ray's doing here is he's in the 50-50, he's in the passing lane, and he's stunting. And he's stunting at this guy. Missed shot. Not a made shot, missed shot. Okay? The stunting really works if you press. Right? Because they're always thinking that you're coming. Right? But on a missed shot, we're not there yet where we're pressing on missed shots. We're going to be there, We're just not there yet. So what happens is they're going down this thing. Jalen's going to pin in transition. He wants to pin this guy over here. Because good guards will conquer the middle of the floor, and they'll screw up your transition defense, right? But if you get a guy over here and they outlet, and a lot of guys outlet here, and it's a missed shot, we want to pin this guy here. We want this guy to stunt, okay? Let's go next 4, right here. And then what will happen down here is whatever we did down here, they'll pass it to Fale, and they'll do the exact same thing. So we'll go through the whole series now. So go through the whole series down there, okay? Ball's in, go. Talk to him, talk to him, talk to him, talk to him. Good. Good, hit him, good. Right, good. Stun, good. Pass it up and go through the other side. Good. In the lane. Hit Vito. Good. Good shot. Get up, shot. Good. So what we're working on there is these guys just getting to the midline, right? But let's say there was a game that we're going to go play somebody and they got a really good post guy. And we got to work on this. You 2 guys in the post. You 2 guys on this side. Ball right here. Same drill. Same thing. Same break down there. But it'll end up like this. So what we'll do is we'll switch this part up. And if we switch this part up, then it's the same down there. So what we'll go is, let's go out there. A lot of guys get stuck on this, right? This is just part of our defense. That's why this blue line's here. Ball comes out here. Jalen's got to get out of the dead zone. We want to get beat backdoor. Fine, go get beat backdoor. We're looking at this post defense. Full front. Hands, show hands. Right here. I can't get it in there. Screen out. Pin him under. Ball goes down that side now. Go, go. And same thing. Go. Come on, Nick. Good. Good. Get in the post. Full front. Good. Good, good, good. Let's switch it up. Let's do something else here. What else can we do on this one? Let's go baseline charge now. You guys out there. Now I want you to take it baseline. I want you to do the same thing down there, okay? Ball's in. Boom. Baseline. Go. Come on, Tone. Too late. Let's go. Get up. Get in the lane. Go. Go. Baseline charge. Good. Get up. Got to screen him out. Go. Hit him. Good. That side. Go. Good. Stunt. Good. All the way through. Stay over there. Good. Let's go. Back up. Get in the lane, Ray. Good, good, good. We call that the 2-man break. Any questions on that? I'm going to kind of just show you a bunch of stuff here. Any questions on that? So you modify the beginning of this to whatever you need to work on that day. That's how you do it. And we build off that thing. We'll do that twice a week, okay? But I feel with these guys and the team, you have to, and we do it full court transition, screen out, go offense to defense, defense to offense. That's our warm-up. We never come in here and warm up in the half court. Ever, 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 ever. Unless we're just practicing maybe for 3 minutes of some post work or some finishing. But everything is talking. They're not talking that much now. They're a little asleep. But I told them just kind of go 80% because we got a couple guys hurt. So that's that. Let's set up transition games. Okay? Once we get loose, then we'll shoot. We'll do this after we shoot. So after these guys, can everybody hear me okay? Let's hold the ball, guy. Who's down here? Go, wake up. Everybody can hear me okay? Okay. So we would have shot now, and we put our best shooters on the main courts. We do a lot of different shooting stuff. It's about 10 minutes of shooting. Then we go into this. This is our transition games, okay? This is the fun part. We try to get to this as fast as possible, okay? Now we start competing. Now the rest of the practice is kind of, everything's going to be competitive from here. We keep track. And so this is how this works, okay? Let's say King got the rebound down here, okay? Because this is important. So King got the rebound, outlet right here. So he was in this line. And what do we want to do with this outlet? We want to skip it all the way there. King, you're behind Ricky. So here's where we kind of start teaching a little bit of how we want to go down. Ricky, you're going to follow that. You know what I mean? Follow this. Antonio is going to draw a defender. Ricky, who skipped it, is going to shade to his side to create a 2-on-1. Defining shot selection, King knows what he's got to do. King's going to go shoot a 3 if he gets that in transition. We're going to take that shot every single time. Mason's not going to shoot that shot. Mason's going to go and look for a lob. We will never pass this one to King going to the basket. We will never pass this one and try to go through there. We'll never do that, okay? The only time this pass goes through is if it's Antonio or some high flyer and we throw a lob. That's the only time we go from this side to that side, okay? So let's say on this one, you guys come off, boom. Jalen gets the rebound. Go ahead, up the sideline. Good skip. Follow it. He pulls out the D. Boom, 2-on-1. Okay? So we really teach to catch this ball. Obviously, he would look up if someone's there, but we want to skip that because we keep, that's how you hurt us, because we press. So that's what we want to teach these guys to do. And we got pressed in this last one. Team pressed us on Sunday, last Sunday, and it was like Swiss cheese because we know how to screw up their press. They weren't getting into the boxes. We got to the ball into the middle of the floor. We skipped the ball. I always tell these guys, how many times does this happen in the course of a year that we have this pattern where we skip it, the guy draws a defense, we get it back, and we got a 2-on-1? Maybe 5. We practice it 1,000 times. But what we're practicing is the mindset and what we're trying to do in transition. We're trying to run the floor, pass the ball up, draw a defender. We're really big on our offense. In some games you can watch us and it looks like we're doing dribble drive. In other games you watch us and it looks like we're just screening the entire time. Okay? And we teach our guys how to do both. Okay? The big thing for us is create the advantage and then keep the advantage. It's as important for that next guy. If Jalen creates that advantage and it comes back to me, I have to keep the advantage. I can't slow it down and call anything. If you want to really, really speed the game up, okay? I'm going to let these guys go. So we play this game to 12. If they have a turnover, they go to 0. If they have 2 turnovers, they lose the game. Okay? Let's go about 80%. Let's go. Start down here. White going this way. Let's go. Let's go. They're allowed 1 offensive rebound, and it's got to be a tip-in. It's got to be a tip-in. Go. Who's here? Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. You guys got to hustle. Let's go. Do it again. White. White. Pick it up. Go. You're good. You're good. You're good. Hit it, King. Go. 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 Don't travel. Hit it. Go, go. Good, go, go, let's go. What are we doing? Let's go. Yeah, you can't airball it. Okay, stop. So if they miss a shot, they can tip it in. They get one tip in. They don't get to keep rebounding this, okay? So in that game, we allowed them to dribble. So that's the first game we play. A game to 12 where they can dribble. The second game we play, no dribble, okay? Ready? Ball's in. Ball fakes, ball fakes. I did. Go, let's go, let's go. Go, 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 go. Let's go, let's go. Go, go, go. Draw him. Good. Okay, stop. So we'll play this game. It goes a little quicker than that. These guys, I get it. I told them to go 80%. We're going to start picking this up now as we keep going, okay? So we'll play 2 of these games. We hope it's tied after these 2 games, so we get this third game. And the third game we'll switch. We'll switch the third game to 4-on-4, no dribble, down and back, okay? Now, what we'll do is we'll go no dribble the whole time unless it goes in the post, or unless they get a steal, straight line drive, they can dribble, okay? Let's go, 4 out here, let's go. Ball's in, let's go. Go, take it out, no dribble. Straight line drive, he can dribble that, good. Okay, stop. Then we'll switch. Black team gets it first, then they go down and back, okay? On this one, what we're working on too, we're working on them getting each other open. We're working on them getting separation, okay? Getting separation from their man, right? Being tricky. Being tricky is like the biggest compliment you could get as a basketball player is, that guy's tricky. That guy can move without the ball. And in this drill right here, which is good, is it practices too for us, like when we're pressing someone and they pick up the ball and it's dead. So the coaches will be kind of yelling, dead, 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 just to kind of get that in, because naturally we kind of yell that when someone picks up that ball, so they can kind of hug up to their man in a drill like this. So that's what we work on there. Okay, 4-man get back. This is your typical 4-man get back drill. Let's move that thing off a little bit. So this is how we play this drill. We'll play this one to 12 too. I like this drill. And you know, this was kind of like an defensive drill, right? Everybody's probably run a version of this where it's a defensive drill. I throw it to Jalen, he touches. These guys are off to the races. Hold the ball. Okay. So what we say is we play to 12, but if the offense scores a layup in the first 8 seconds, they get the 2 points. If the defense gets a stop on this first stretch, right, because I put them at a disadvantage. If white team gets a stop down here, they get 2 points. And then, of course, we play back. If black team gets a stop going back, they only get 1 point. Okay, so let's think about that, okay? I'm rewarding the offense if they score in the first 8 seconds, okay? If they don't, they have to be really smart here. Because if they don't score in the first 8 seconds, that means that this white team is set up. Now they have to make them work. And they got to make them work because if they don't score, they're going to give them 2 points. Does everybody get that part? Okay? When we come back, because they should all be back on defense, right? That nobody has to touch a line on this one. When they come back, I'm only going to reward them with 1 point if they get that stop. Okay? But I'm still going to reward the offense if they get a layup within 8 seconds. Okay? So it gets really competitive, and they don't get it if they shoot a 3-point shot. It's got to be a layup. So it forces these guys kind of to, and they start paying attention to personnel. They're going to leave Mason open on the 3-point line. They're not going to leave Ray open on the 3-point line. They're just not. Okay? So let's see how this looks right here. Let him go. So how many points does the white team have? 3. Yeah, you scored. Yeah, so 2 down there. Yeah, 2 down there. Okay. They actually got 4 points because they got to stop here when I gave them a disadvantage, and then in the first 8 seconds they scored. So that's why the steal is really big. Okay. Let's go again. Let's switch it up. In the first 2 weeks of practice, I'll always throw it to the outside guys. Right? I'll make it a little easy on them. Okay? I'll throw it to the outside guys because then they can kind of pin them here. It's a little easier. Once we get going, then I'll start throwing it to the middle guy. So right now, it's October. Now I'm throwing it to this middle guy. Now they kind of got to create that umbrella, that 3-man umbrella. And one thing that we want to do in transition is we tell our guys, you got to match somebody else up. You call out who you have, but you have to match somebody else up in transition. And then we have an assistant coach kind of going, hey, Dom, yeah, you told Jalen you had the ball, but you didn't tell Ray who he has. So let's do that, guys. Let's match another guy up. Ball's in. Good. Good, 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 good. So how many points does Black have? 4 points. 4 points. So here's the other thing this drill does, right? They're going to start getting mad at each other for taking bad shots here after 8 seconds. They're going to start defining shot selection for you. Why are you taking that shot? We can get that shot anytime. Like, that's what happens. And in the beginning, for our shot selection, because it is very important, I start to define it now. I let them define it because we get to start early. I let them shoot their asses out of it. I let them embarrass themselves out here and take that shot. I don't say anything for the first 3 weeks of practice. Antonio, I don't have to tell him when to shoot or not because this team has told him when it's his time to shoot. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now let's add a 5th guy here. So now we're going to add a 5th guy here. Okay. So now with this one, what we've just kind of evolved to this last week is now we're going to identify who the shooters are for us in transition. Mason, who are the shooters on your team in transition? 1, 2. Raise your hand, shooters. Okay. White team, who are the shooters in transition? Who? Those 3 right there. I asked them because this is how we define shot selection. We have a lot of time to do that. So they know who can shoot in transition. Now, if Ray gets an open 3 in the first 8 seconds, yeah, we count it. It's 3 points. So now the 4-man, we just go straight layups, and we'll do that in the beginning. We do that for the first 3 weeks. Now we go to the 5-man. Now we allow guys to shoot in transition. Okay? So let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, is it off? Back? No, I don't even know where it is. All right, I'm doing this. Ask Fong using the thing. Okay. Now Jermaine's shot. Jermaine, raise your hand. Is that a good shot? Why? Because it was contested. So they're allowed to shoot in transition, but they're not allowed to shoot a contested shot in transition. And that kind of gets into the next drill we'll do. So let's do it again. Let's do it again. Switch it. Switch it. So a guy like Nick, are you on, Nick? No? So a guy like Vito, in transition, what is he trying to do? He's trying to get a flare screen and get one of these guys wide open for a shot. That's what he's trying to do. So like Nick would be in, like Nick's really good at this. Nick knows, hey man, I'm gonna get Ricky a shot every single time. So we want to go and we'll do it one more time, but let's only take uncontested shots. If you don't have it, then get it. Somebody call QB. Ready? Ball's in. Good start. Good. Stop. So that's another transition game we do. Okay, so we've kind of built up. We have the transition games. We won't do 4-man get back and 5-man get back on the same day. We'll flip-flop those. Okay? Another transition drill that we'll do that these guys haven't done yet. Let's get everybody, give me 5 and 5 and line up white, black, white, yeah. Right here, you started. You're next, you guys go behind them, right here. No, right here. No. You're gonna bounce it off the backboard. Oh, okay. Guys, get in line and you're just gonna keep bouncing it off. Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Okay. 10. So sometimes it's 5-man get back. If we don't do 4-man get back, 5-man get back, then we'll do this. We call this Brazilian transition drill. Because I got it from one of my players who's from Brazil. And what they'll do is they'll start it. King will start them, not yet. King will start it, and they'll get back in the line. And then when I say go, they're in transition. And we'll play. We can play the same rules. We can just play, we'll stop down there, okay? When I say go, whoever catches that ball goes. We haven't done this one yet. Go. Up. Go. Who you got? Okay, stop. Good. Let's do it again. Line it up again. Okay? Try to score in the first 8 seconds, though. See if someone can take a charge. Go. Go, Ricky. Good, good, good. Stop. Good, 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 good. We do not run a designated break, okay? We want even our big guys to try to take a couple dribbles and pass it up. We want to pass it over the half court. We want to pass it over the midline. That's what we want to do, okay? We want to create the advantage and keep the advantage, okay? And you have to practice this a lot. Everything that we do goes down and back. Everything we do. In the spring, if we have 6 guys here, we're working on 6 guys. It's 3-on-3, down and back. 4-on-4, down and back. 2-on-2, down and back. You don't need to work on ball handling if you do it like that. They work on speed dribbling. They know what they can and can't do. Okay. Now what I want to show you is a drill that we do at the end of practice. Let's get the white team out here first. Okay, we'll go through the series. Yeah, reverse, reverse, left side SO. Okay, Ricky, down here. Let's go. Just go run Bucknell. Okay, you guys will come on second. Okay. This series, this is not our secondary. This is just something that we made up, and we'll switch this in about 3 weeks, and we'll do something different, okay? What they have to do is they're going to make 5 trips. Everybody's going to get a shot. There's going to be 2 reverse layups. There's going to be 1 guard cross in transition, because we do that in transition. Try to clean that up. No underhand passes on the out of bounds. Take the ball out of bounds, guys, if it goes in. So there's a number 2, 6, how many points have we got? 9 points here? 12. 12 points, right? So what we'll do is there's a total of 12 points that they can get, right? If they hit both threes and the 3 guys hit the layups. But we'll do it with both teams. And we'll say, okay, now it's a total of 24 points. And we have 3 teams that we do this with, and so we put 2 minutes on the clock for all 3 teams to go through this. And now 24 points, but they're not going to get 24 points, so we say 18. So these 2 groups got to get 18, and we would say in a minute 20. In a minute 20, okay? So let's go on 18-20. 18-20. Actually, you know what? Let me just stop it, because what we do is we kind of run a play first and then they start it. Run the play and then I'll start at 18-20. Okay, go ahead. Come on, get it over him. Don't smoke it. Got it. So they got it, right? So I allow them to miss 1 3 per group, okay? So let's talk about why is it that pattern. Well, it's a reverse layup in transition that's kind of hard. If you don't practice it, they're going to miss it, even these guys. We want to go and we want to try to get that ball down inside. And if the post guy is coming down in transition, this is just one of our drill, our kind of rules. King's right over here. If I got my man beat and I can get shoulder to shoulder here, it's going inside. It's going inside every single time. If I can't, and my guy's on my inside of me, then I'm going to leave room for these guys to open, and I'm going to go into the dunker spot. That's just one of our rules. It could be anybody here. It could be a guard. Sometimes King ends up in this position. And then what we try to do in transition is a little bit, if they can get it, we don't get it a lot, is we want to open up the super gaps in transition. Okay? And how we do that, get out there, Nick. So we have a couple ways we do this. The dribble drive, we want to kind of keep the pressure on. It goes up, it comes back, it goes here. He would cut underneath, and we're still in this attack mode. That's one way of doing it. So that's where you saw that third rotation. That was kind of our dribble drive. We do that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work out. If we come down the left side, let's say Vito's behind me, and Vito's really good at this. You're right there. Vito will kind of yell to King, go left, go left. King will hit me. And what we have another super gap off a ball screen in transition. I tell my guys, only set ball screens, like in transition, flare screens in transition, and surprise ones. We're not a team that stops it. King will never stand here and go, come up like that. We'll never play like that. We have to keep that advantage. We got to keep these guys moving. We got to make them work. If you're pressing, there is a point when you set up, and this is what they kind of learn in that 4-man get back and the 5-man get back. Now we got to take their legs out. Now it's a boxing. Now you got to get them sliding. Now you got to get them cutting to the other side of the court. We took an offense. We switched our offense up. We took an offense from Jason at SI. He coaches my son. I liked it. So we use that offense now. And these guys like it. And it gives us, and everybody's interchangeable. Plus we got one of his former players here, John Squires, who's sick. So we do that. Okay, now, you're playing fast. We do this at the end of practice. Did I mention that? You have to do this when you're tired. You have to get these guys running when they're tired. We got to see if we can hit these shots when we're tired. King, why don't you get up here? Why don't we have Ray and Jermaine or Jalen rebound? King, start over there. 2 balls, 4 at its spot, 1 minute. Okay? So King, you got 5 spots. Yeah. You're just gonna go. Just see what we can do. So at the end of practice, we do that shooting in the beginning of practice. It's competitive shooting in the beginning of practice. Very competitive. This is competitive shooting at the end of practice because I need them tired. If we're going to hit threes and we're running around with our heads cut off, you got to do shooting when they're tired. You have to do shooting when they're tired. These guys come in every morning at 7 o'clock. They work out with Foley. They have a shooting thing, how many it takes to get to 100 shots, 100 makes. We record it. That's all great, right? But this is the stuff that really counts because now they're tired. So at the end of practice, this is one drill. He's going to go. He's going to have 1 minute. And he's going to go and he gets 4 shots at 5 spots. And we're going to see how many he can do. So he's already tired. And I don't even know. Let's see if he can get to the end of this thing. Okay, we'll start at 12:40. Okay, till 11:40. Ready? On your marks. Get set. Go. I put King on the spot. You're the best shooter. Quick. Next spot, good. Fifteen seconds. Okay, so how many did you hit? 9. He didn't shoot that well. Usually these guys are shooting between 12 and 16. 12 and 16. We always put our best shooters on the main court. In fact, when we do shooting competitions, I bring them in and I go and I take the 2 best shooters. They say, hey, pick who you want to shoot with. They always pick the best shooters. Makes my job easier when someone comes to my office and they say, hey, coach, why can't I shoot? So your teammates aren't even picking you to shoot. You're a side basket guy, but you'll help us in other ways. I also have my guys pick teams 3 days a week. And it's tough. It's a tough part of practice, right? I pick 2 guys. I say, hey, pick your teams. And I'm telling you, every single time they pick who I would pick in the first 5, and then the next guys, and sometimes I go, okay, 5-5, you next 5, the last 5, you're on the same team. And usually they pick the top guys. And then if a guy's having a veto is maybe in the bottom 5, because we play with 12, but if Vito's in the bottom 5 and his Monday and Tuesday he has a really good practice, then all of a sudden he gets in there. And that's how it works. And I allow them to kind of decide that. So it keeps me out of the, hey, just give me a chance. No. But they're not giving you a chance. I'm not going to, that's where you are. That's how the pecking order goes. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you is another warm-up since we have a little time. And what we're going to do is, I want you, white team, to run QB. I want you to run SO in transition, and then I want you to get into nickel. Okay? I want you to get over there. I need Ray for you to help and be another guard over there. I need Mason and Jalen to be the back guys like where Tom and Duran go. Okay? Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. You're on there. You're on here. So Mason will be on and Jalen will be on. So this is just kind of a progression of our 5-on-0 to transition to right away getting into our press. We'll start practices like this almost every single day. Almost every single day, this is how we'll start. And you guys got to talk. Let's go through it. Go. Right here. Pressure, pressure. Wait for it. Go. Good. Good. Let's do it again. Do it again. White team, do it again. Now go into diamond. Diamond back. Diamond back. Diamond back, diamond back. Diamond back. Good, 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 good. We'll go through a series like this of our press and our transition. This will be the first 10 minutes. Coaches are on the side. Actually, the coaches are the offense. That helps us a lot. Like Vance said, you got to have these shells. You got to do these shells, the talking. You got to do all that stuff. That's how we'll start like 90% of our practices. Okay? Thanks, guys. Give a hand for these guys. It's their days off. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, it looks like it's going to be lunchtime right now, right?
Hey, thanks, Justin. We have lunch over here. Players, we're going to serve you guys lunch too. Let the coaches eat.